Hello. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Sorry, I am hopping on a little late. I had a neighbor knock at my door just a few minutes ago and had a little chat with him. So I apologize for coming on a few minutes late for our Wednesday chat. But I'm super excited for what we're going to chat about today because stress has a huge impact on our results when we are trying to lose weight. And most of us don't really think about stress when we are thinking about weight loss, right? When we're thinking about weight loss, we're thinking about, the adage that we often hear is move more and eat less, okay? And in its most basic terms, moving more and eating less will definitely help you lose weight. However, if we are dealing with chronic stress in our lives, okay, so chronic stress is stress that's around for a long time, right? Not just, an annoyance this morning when, we woke up late to get our kids to school or whatever it might be. Chronic stress is stress that is occurring over a long period of time. And it causes hormone dysregulation, okay? And that hormone dysregulation leads to weight gain, okay? So therefore, chronic stress leads to weight gain. And why, okay? A lot of us, I often have the question, well, why is stress causing weight gain? Isn't it all about calories in versus calories out? Well, a couple of reasons. So reason number one, chronic stress increases our appetite, okay? So we're feeling hungrier than we normally do, and we are stressed out, right? And so when those two things are coming together, you're much more likely to give in to those hungers, right? You're going to give into the cravings. And oftentimes we crave, when we're stressed out, we crave foods that are high in fat and high in sugar. Okay, so foods that really aren't good for us, right? So that's one reason why chronic stress can lead to weight gain. Another one is that it causes poor glucose control. Okay, and chronic stress affects a whole bunch of hormones, ghrelin, insulin, TSH, thyroid stimulating hormone, a lot of different hormones. And those have impact on how our body controls the glucose in our blood. So poor glucose control, it's hard to say poor and glucose next to each other, can lead to an increase in your weight. Also, chronic stress increases fat storage, okay? Our bodies are physiologically built to keep us alive if we are starving, okay? And when we're feeling a lot of stress, our bodies think, well, maybe, we might be going into starvation mode. What's happening? What's going on? The hormones are acting all wonky. And so our body stores fat, increases the amount of fat that we're storing. So therefore, weight gain, okay? So that's why chronic stress leads to weight gain, because of that dysregulation of hormones in our body, okay? And what are some of the health risks of weight gain and stress, okay? So we know that some health risks are, high blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol, heart disease, stroke, depression, cancer. Those are all health risks of weight gain, of being overweight. And then if we add in stress increases the risk of all of those even more, okay? So stress really plays a number on our bodies in many, many ways. Oftentimes we only think about, stress is part of mental health, but our mental health has a strong bearing on our physical health, okay? So what can we do about it, okay? How can we lose that stress weight, okay? How can we deal with the stress to prevent the weight gain from that chronic stress, okay? Number one, exercise. Okay, exercise releases endorphins. It is a proven stress reliever, and one of the best exercises that they've done studies on this to lower stress is to take a group fitness class. Okay, something about a group fitness class, that the camaraderie, everybody working together towards a similar goal, whatever it might be, that helps to lower your stress. Okay, so get your exercise in, even if it's not a group X class. Not everybody likes group exercise classes. Whatever it is, get your exercise in. It's one of the best ways to prevent stress-related weight gain and to lower your stress levels. Okay. Number two is to deal with past trauma. Okay, our body has a trauma response, and that often can cause chronic stress and lead to all of those things that I mentioned before, like the body storing more fat. So dealing with that, with those past traumas, okay, seeing a therapist, talking to people, dealing with your traumas can help prevent that stress from them, can help lower the stress from them, and thus prevent the weight gain from all that chronic stress that you're dealing with if you have past traumas, okay? Number three is to practice self-care and setting limits, okay? Now, when we practice self-care, think of it as a long-term investment, because yes, going to get a massage or meeting your friend for lunch, those are both forms of self-care, but we don't really think of them as a way to lose weight, right? But they are long-term investments towards our weight loss because they help lower our stress, okay? So that we're not in that state of chronic stress, and so we're not dealing with that stress-related weight gain, okay? So taking care of yourself, self-care, taking time out for yourself, and then setting limits too, especially on our time. Time is one of the most precious assets that we have. So we want to make sure that we are setting limits so that we have control over our time and how we spend it, and so that we have time to practice self-care, okay? And then finally, last thing to lose your stress weight or to prevent stress-related weight gain is to make sure that you're getting enough sleep. Sleep is one of those most important parts of your weight loss journey, okay? When we don't get enough sleep, we increase our appetite and our cravings, okay? And we decrease our metabolism, okay? So aim to get at least 7 hours of sleep a night, okay? I know there are people that say, oh, I get by on 4 hours and I'm totally fine, but in the background, it is causing damage to your body, okay? And causing chronic stress to occur because your body is in a state of stress when you don't get enough sleep, okay? So really aim to get at least 7 hours of quality sleep. And there are many, many things you can do to improve your sleep, create a nightly habit, nightly routine, turn off screens an hour before you go to bed, meditate before you go to bed. One of the best meditations to get you to fall asleep is called Yoga Nidra. It's amazing. Check it out if you've never done a Yoga Nidra before. You're not doing any type of movement, even though the word yoga is in there. You're just literally laying, and it's essentially yogic sleep. So you're laying in Shavasana, listening to this meditation, and it gets you to fall asleep very, very quickly, especially when you have those racing thoughts of stress that keep you awake, right? So 4 things we can do to either prevent stress-related weight gain or to lose that stress weight is to exercise, okay? Deal with our past traumas, practice self-care and set limits, and get enough sleep, okay? So out of those 4, take a quick minute and determine which ones you excel at and which ones maybe you should practice working on, especially if you feel like you are in a state of chronic stress, and that maybe your stress levels are what are hampering your weight loss efforts. Okay. Let me know how this sits with you. Let me know if you have any questions about it. But keep in mind that it's not as simple as move more, eat less. Okay, because things like stress and your sleep also play a role in your weight loss efforts. So if you're not seeing the results that you are hoping to see with your weight loss efforts, maybe stress or sleep have something to do with it. Okay. And, if you'd like to learn more, reach out to me. When I work with my clients, we work on more than just exercise and eating healthy. We work through those stressors, and we work through any outside things that we may not automatically think are affecting our weight loss, but really are. So send me a DM if that sounds like something you'd like to chat with me about. Otherwise, have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll chat with you all very, very soon. Bye-bye.